Barak Yahweh, Brakatha, Yahweh Shah, Barak Yahweh, Brakatha, Yahweh Shah, Bahasham, Rakakodash, double honors to the apostles, the elders, salutations to you, sincere brothers, teaching in truth and in sincerity. Lesson will be entitled, The Second Death Shall Have No Power. Revelation 25. But the rest of the dead lived not again until the 1,000 years were finished. This means that these other nations will serve hardcore slavery in the kingdom of heaven for the first 1,000 years. Okay? This is the first resurrection. Again, the dead is referring to these other nations. Case in point, Isaiah 14:9. Hell from beneath is moved for you to meet you at your coming. It stir up the dead for you, even all the chief ones of the earth. It has raised up from their thrones all the kings of the nations. Hence the dead. Okay? Back into Revelation 20:5. This is the first resurrection. Verse 6. Blessed and holy is he that has part in the first resurrection. Now also, the first resurrection is going into the establishment of the kingdom of heaven. Okay? And the 144,000 will assist Yahushua in establishing the kingdom of heaven. These are the same individuals that assisted Yahushua in creating the world spoken of in Genesis, okay, the first chapter. John 15:27. And you also shall bear witness, because you have been with me from the beginning. Literal. Okay, let's go to Revelation 7:4. And I heard the number of them which were sealed, and there were sealed 144,000 of all the tribes of the sons of Israel. This is the government body of the kingdom of heaven. Back into Revelation 20:6. Blessed and holy is he that have part in the first resurrection. On such the second death have no power. Okay? But they shall be priests of the Most High and of Mashiach, and shall reign with him 1,000 years. Again, the 1,000 years is going into the establishment of the kingdom of heaven. Okay? Now, the kingdom of heaven is an everlasting kingdom. All right? The second death is defined as, let's jump to verse 14. And death and hell were cast into the lake of fire. This is the second death. Okay? The lake of fire is the second death, referring to America being destroyed completely by nuclear fire. Okay? And death and hell were cast into the lake of fire. Death and hell is talking about what? This system, this condition. Okay? Back into Revelation 20:6. The second death, going into the lake of fire, going into the destruction of America, shall have no power. Okay? Meaning that the elect will be protected. The elect will be saved from this destruction. Okay? And that begins with the 144,000, or some of the 144,000, because we know you have other members of the 144,000 scattered throughout the four corners of the world. So some of the 144,000, men, women, and children, okay, will be saved from the second death. Okay. Let's continue. Let's jump down. And the reason why I'm jumping down because Revelation 20 goes back and forth. Okay. Regarding certain history as well as future tense. Revelation 20 and 10. And the devil that deceived them was cast into the lake of fire and brimstone. Okay, going into the second death, the destruction of America, where the beast and the false prophet are and shall be tormented day and night forever and ever. Now, Satan's physical counterpart on earth are the Edomites, so-called white people based, okay, by the lineage of their fathers. The beast is going into what? Esau's power structure, okay? The false prophet is referring to what? The Roman Catholic Church. And when you put this together using a spiritual perspective, all this is saying how America pushes, okay, this system, okay, this demonic infrastructure, okay? Again, the false prophet is the Roman Catholic Church. The beast is going into this power structure of Esau, okay? And America will be destroyed for enabling this beast system, okay? Symbolic talk, all right? Revelation 20 and 11, and I saw a great white throne, and him that sat on it, referring to Yahushua, coming in that fathership, okay, from whose face the earth and the heaven fled away, and there was found no place for them. And I saw the dead, small and great, stand before the Most High, and the books were opened, and another book was opened, which is the book of life. Now, the book of life is referring to the scripture, okay, the holy scriptures, okay, hence the Bible. And the dead were judged out of those things which were written in the books. Now, the books is referring to your deeds on earth, how you conducted your life, whether good or bad. Okay, this is a representation for the books, according to their works, hence the books. Going into your actions, whether good or bad, you will be judged by your performance on earth, okay? Verse 13, and the sea gave up the dead which were in it, and death and hell delivered up the dead which were in them. So literally, people will come out of the graves, okay? People that were once dead, or people that were so-called dead, meaning sleep, okay, will literally rise up again to be judged. Okay, and the sea gave up the dead which were in it, and death and hell delivered up the dead which were in them. Case in point. Let's go to 1 Thessalonians, the 4th chapter. And 13. But I will not have you to be ignorant, brethren, concerning them which are asleep. Let me read that again. 1 Thessalonians 4:13. But I would not have you to be ignorant, brethren, concerning them which are asleep. Okay, so there's no such thing as so-called dead or he died. Okay, these individuals are just sleeping. Okay, that you sorrow not, even as others which have no hope. For if we believe that Yahushua died and rose again, even so them also which sleep in Yahushua will the Most High bring with him. Bring with him. Okay, so when Yahushua returns, okay, the elect that died in Yahushua will be with him. Okay? For this we say unto you by the word of the Lord, that we which are alive and remain until the coming of the Lord shall not prevent them which are asleep. For the Lord himself shall descend from heaven with a shout, with the voice of the archangel, and with the trump of the Most High, and the dead in Mashiach, the elect, beginning with the 144,000, shall rise first. Then we which are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them in the clouds to meet the Lord in the air, and so shall we ever be with the Lord. And this is also a representation for the marriage with the Lamb, okay, which consists of Yahushua and the elect of Israel, beginning with the 144,000. Okay, so let's go back to Revelation 20:13. All right, and you're going to have individuals to be risen again, come out of sleep, okay, to be judged for their actions. What actions? Let's go to Revelation 21. In verse 7, he that overcomes shall inherit all things, going into the eternal kingdom of heaven. And I will be his power, and he shall be my son. But the fearful and unbelieving, and the abominable, and murderers, and whoremongers, and sorcerers, and idolaters, and all liars shall have their part in the lake which burn with fire and brimstone, which is the second death. These are the individuals which basically live these various forms of lifestyles, these sinful lifestyles. They will take part in the second death, which are Israelites, okay? Because their names are not written in the book of life, going into 2/3 of our people. Okay, and also just to add, these other nations, okay, will be judged and punished by the lake of fire. Okay, beginning with Esau, trickling down to the rest of these nations. Okay, let's go back to Revelation chapter 20. And the sea gave up the dead which were in it, and death and hell delivered up the dead which were in them, and they were judged, every man according to their works. And death and hell were cast into the lake of fire. This is the second death. Verse 15, and whosoever was not found written in the book of life were cast into the lake of fire. 2/3 of our people, okay, will be cast into the destruction of America, as well as these other nations, beginning with Esau. Okay, the second death shall have no power. Again, the second death shall have no power on the elect of Israel, beginning with the 144,000, trickling down to men, women, and children. Shalom.